there's a huge challenge in even customers of ours who are primarily manufacturers or equipment sellers and so on and so forth. Earlier, they used to sell on physical relationships, meetings, service used to be done often on site, and lots of things, activities between a service provider and a seller, between them and the customer, who used to be physical. Now everything has to kind of go online, has to be remote. A lot of it is self-service, things to be, kind of do as much as possible remotely. Because even, I've had discussions with, for example, an elevator company, and if an elevator in a hospital goes down, even the service engineer wanting to go there is a threat for his family, and they say, how can I go there and repair it? So the ability to do a lot more things remotely is becoming more and more paramount. And when you want to do things remotely, the cloud becomes the de facto mechanism of how to do things remotely. So the nature from the life cycle of any engagement, from how you land a customer to how do you then service a customer to then nowadays more going to subscription kind of economy, and everything being done uh, as far as possible remotely. How do you even sell to a customer? How do you market to a customer? Everything is kind of going to, more and more online. So the use of SaaS applications, whether it's communication like Office 365 or things like that, to marketing tools, to social media, to every aspect of it. Even events like this, we used to meet in a five-star hotel and get together and do that. But nowadays, we have to do that over Zoom. The advantage is that you could be in any part of the world and actually communicate and be part of an event. So there are pros and cons to this whole thing. You miss the social aspect of it, but the other aspect of having the ability to squeeze 1 hour and not having to do the commute on either end actually saves a lot of people in terms of their overall efficiency. So earlier they would probably say, no, I can't attend, but now if it's a 1 hour Zoom call, there's there's a greater chance for people to say, okay, I'll attend, versus physically going. So I think in post-COVID, I think there was uh, a very interesting thing which most of you would have seen. Which is the biggest driver for digital transformation? Is it the CEO? Is it the board? Is it the CTO? And so on and so forth. And the last option was COVID. And I think COVID really is, I think, the biggest transformation driver for us all to kind of move more and more digital. And I guess Microsofts of the world should really thank COVID in a certain way to, because it certainly increased business for all of us who are cloud native in a lot, in a big sense. Yeah.